Welcome one, welcome all. This is Curious Burger here again with Liquidation, our world. But today's episode is about variable interval, variable reinforcement. So, in behavioral conditioning, in operant conditioning, there are lots of different ways that creatures learn things, that they are essentially trained on certain things. And there are different schedules of reinforcement. So, like linear reinforcement schedule, I don't know if that's the proper term, would just be, or like a consistent reinforcement schedule would be like if a rat presses a lever 10 times, every 10 times the rat presses the lever, they're going to get a pellet of food, right? That's, I forget what type of reinforcement that's called. That's one of the types. Variable reinforcement is when rat presses lever and rat doesn't know how many pellets rat gets. Rat never know. Rat maybe get 0 pellets. 0 pellets, no fun. Still learning that TikTok cape, huh? I gotta change that. Sometimes rat get 1,000,000 pellets. Now here's the deal. We like that. Our brains like that a lot. Like our brains love that shit. Our brains thrive on that shit. In fact, it is essentially, okay, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but my theory is that it is at the core of what makes our species so successful. Because if, and granted, I believe variable reinforcement is also the, like, it is the most effective form of reinforcement across many species, if not all species. Like most species really like this reinforcement schedule. And it's like, why? Why is this so significant? Well, because sometimes when you try to do something, you are going to get nothing out of it. In fact, sometimes in caveman brain, sometimes cavemen run very long to catch gazelle for a meal for family. And sometimes gazelle get away. This no good. Caveman not happy, but caveman learning. So caveman try again, but cavemen integrate new strategies to try and catch gazelle. Well, cavemen not catch gazelle this time either. But cavemen learn again. You see what I'm getting at? Variable reinforcement is so important because it shows us that we don't need to win every time. And this actually ties into another personal belief of mine, that you never really take a loss unless you don't learn from something. I'm also of the belief that the day that you stop learning is the day that you start dying. Now, I'm not sitting here saying you have to read a book every day or hop into your thesaurus. But if you're not integrating the information that comes into your life into who you become, I mean, what are you doing? You know? What are we doing? But it goes a lot deeper. Variable reinforcement is the reason why you like gacha games or gambling, Pokemon cards, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, every type of card now. They're making The other IPs saw how Pokemon did and they were like, all right, we all have to make card games. They're making fucking League of Legends cards. Like the video game wasn't enough? Oh, sorry. Well, variable reinforcement is so deeply, utterly, hauntingly important because you find it everywhere. You find it in every effort, every undertaking, every investment in the world. Value is not only created. I mean, well, I guess I did say last time that value is primarily created through limitation, right? So, if you have to try really hard a lot of times, usually, to get high value, it usually means that that thing is an outlier. It is not an average thing. If you are to have your dreams, if you are to have investments, if you are to have anything in this world, you have to become accustomed to the fact that greatness is incredibly rare. But what's even rarer is determination with it. Undertale, Toby Fox. Who likes Toby Fox? Do you like Toby Fox? Jingle jingle, I said your favorite word. Toby Fox, Undertale, Five Nights at Freddy. What are the kids growing up on now? Baldi's Basics? I don't know. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. I'm not done with the video. I know a lot of people say that at the end. You're just a little baby. I hate when people say shit like that. Like they use the baby talk with other people. But like it's not in like a funny way. Like they do it in like a real, like they mean it. It's, oh, it skeeves me out. I don't know. But really, you are just a little, we are just little baby humans. We are not so crazy. Or are we? It's the craziness that makes us crazy. It's being delusional that gets you places. To get an investment going, you have to believe in it. Believing in something requires what? It requires, at the bare minimum, your faith that you will have a return on whatever logistical things you are doing to invest in something. Whatever finite resources you are giving up to invest in something, believing in it, even if it's just a thought. I know that's how it is for a lot of people. That is it's kind of a big deal. Did you know each thought burns calories? Every fucking thing you do burns calories, but in fact your thoughts take up the fucking most, dude. Your brain is working overtime all the time. What's the hungriest organ in the body? Not your stomach if you answered that. It is your brain, bro. This shit is working hard. Why is your brain working hard? Oh, shit. Because your brain is working with finite stuff. I don't know. I don't think that the brain knows it's gonna die from the second of its creation. I think it's something that kind of develops alongside, like, you know, just coming of age. I don't think it's as soon as object permanence, but, you know, what kind of Nobel Prize winning psychologist am I, right? But your brain realizes it's working with finite resources very early on in the game. It's like, oh shit, I don't always get booby. I don't always get fed. I don't always get to go nap time. Sometimes I have to do other shit, literally. And sometimes I have to cry and, well, okay, back to sleeping. But sometimes I crawl and now I have to babble and, you know what I mean? Like, it's a developmental thing. But the reason that whatever or however our consciousness is and came to be, it is intensely, intensely related to resources. In every game, this is an argument I would make. In every game, there is value. I'm not saying life is a game. That's why it gets compared to that a lot. My life is like a video game. Like King Toys trying to get across the stage. I don't know what the fuck that song goes. I don't know how it goes. God, that shit is so... I'm sorry. I'm sorry for subjecting you guys to that. Not really. I had fun with it. I had a good time. My argument is that each game is based around value, some sort of values. So chess, the value there is your chess pieces. Tic-tac-toe is, you know, the value is where you place your ticks or toes or your X's or your O's. Checkers, the value is in the moves and the pieces that you capture. It's the same, you know what I mean? In Marvel Rivals, the value is when, oh, you get a lot of kills with one ultimate ability. Wow, that's really cool. You see what I mean? It's the same thing for like Overwatch or any hero shooter. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, out now for like $3, guys. I love you guys. I'm just gonna play the free hero shooter that I like more. I might get Garden Warfare to play with you guys, but guys, come on. I don't know, bro. Okay, my bad. I shouldn't speak down on that game. I know a lot of you guys believe in it. God, I'm so fucking funny, dude. But that's why games are so compelling to the human mind. That's why you like making choices in video games, because you get to participate in a virtual value exchange. Except it's not entirely virtual because you're experiencing it. It's an experience. It's a fucking like psychological experience that you are taking in. And it's like kind of the, you know, I'd argue that a lot of what humans are really about is secretly just value. And you know, I hate to say this. This is kind of part of why I started making this series. Oh, well, like I said, people are kind of like investments. People are kind of like assets. And just like I had said that people, you know, people can be heaven, like people can also be liabilities. And so that's not always the reason, but sometimes the reason that people stop being around each other. I would say it's a pretty big reason. I don't know. And I'm not on some sob story shit like here, like, oh, I'm a liability, like, but like, you know, I've definitely felt that way before, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm a liability, like, oh, I'm just like, I don't bring any value to the world. Like, no. Okay, music, bring on the music. Minecraft was like, you do have value, and that's exactly what it is. It's just that sometimes for certain people, you might not have the value that they need. It doesn't mean that you as a person are not valuable. It just means that you know, you can't fulfill your role as an asset anymore. And I guess a big reason why I started making this series is because sometimes it's really hard to figure out where or why or how you stop being an asset to someone. Now, it's not like you need to. Sometimes you're just not gonna get closure. Oh, come on, are we serious? Whatever. I took the risk. Hey! Variable interval. Dating is a lot like variable interval. Finding love. Because not everyone's values are going to align. Sometimes you never really get an answer as to why. And it really hurts to say. In fact, I don't want to say it at all. But that is okay. That is okay. It's just a terrible feeling, really. Doesn't everybody want to be enough for everyone? Spoiler alert, you can't. That's okay. That's actually a secret beauty. Because when you find those people that you are enough for, that you're more than enough for, you're gonna have the time of your life. Those are the people. And those are the times that never leave you. I don't know. It's when people stick around. Not every crop shall come to fruition. Right? But I don't know. If you create the right conditions and you try your best, then did you ever really do anything wrong? If you take a gamble and you knew the risks, then, well, what else is there to say? You can't really complain. But it doesn't make it easy either. It's a tricky thing. These emotions we feel, these investments, this silly game of finance that so deeply intertwines with who we are that we don't ever fully realize. It maybe never should have been a game at all. Maybe there was a way, maybe there still is a way, for us to see that upon the fields of this board that we once thought was infinite, well, maybe there's enough. Maybe there really is enough resources in this world for everyone. Or a way to divvy that up. But then, are we gonna get into a system where we choose who has children, or how many people can have kids, or there's like a lottery, you know what I mean? It would just... There is a deep complexity to resource distribution. But I don't know. Call me crazy. It's never been hard for me. It really has. It's been like fucking sleepwalking to me. I mean, no offense to people who are bad with money, but like, I don't know how to say it. I'm not the best with money. I'm certainly far from it. It's just that I don't understand how, if even I'm a little bit of a financial outlier as a performer, and there are people who are way better, how is it that we have not figured things out a little bit better? Is it because an early amass of resources changes a genealogy? It changes a lineage? It changes a people? Yeah, probably. Is there even words that I could say? Is there anything I could ever do to convince some people to part ways with a couple cents on each dollar that they're making hand over fist? Well, I don't know, you tell me. Because if words aren't enough, and I am not saying it's gonna be me, all right? I do not want any federal agents at my doorstep. Please and thank you. But if words are not enough to create an understanding of the inane gap, the insurmountable gap, and to even try to attempt to fix it, there will be a cost. There's always a cost. History shows every time. There will be a great cost. I keep hearing shit about this AI bubble popping. Are we doing this shit or not, guys? Everybody's fucking pigeon pussyfoot, which is actually, unfortunately, the biggest sign of a bubble. Everyone's too scared to fucking finally pull out. Oh, well, what if I sell too early and I keep missing out on gains? It's coming. It's coming. You bet, dude. Okay. I don't know how much you guys know about this. Long story short, AI isn't really making as much money as investors are pouring into it. Like the fucking billions and trillions and trillions. Yeah, it's not making that much money. It's making a little bit of money. It's not making that much money. That is gonna have. I don't mean to sound, for a lack of a better word, orgasmic. It pains me to fucking think about how bad. Like, we are seeing indicators. And granted, we are under the Trump administration currently where, numbers are being botched and hidden just to make shit look better. Like, we are seeing, like, even in employment indicators, like, no bueno. Economy, maybe not good secretly. Stock market look good. People with rich jobs look good. Everybody else, we not look so good. No. Yeah. And if it keeps getting worse, get the political unrest. And so, I'm not here to say that I have everything figured out. I'm just here to kind of say, like, we need to have a much deeper discussion about this. I think a lot of people, you hear this phrase from like celebrities or PR discussion a lot, like, we need to have an open conversation. Yeah, that's kind of how a conversation goes if it's honest and respectful and trustworthy. We need to have a deep and serious, like, fucking come to Jesus type conversation. Because, okay, when Elon Musk asked, oh, well, if you give me a plan of how to solve world hunger, I'll do it. And then the UN gives him one. And granted, okay, maybe it's not the actual most perfect plan, but then he doesn't follow through with that. Oh, because my money's in stock options. I don't want to sell it. My company in the future. Get the fuck out of here, man. You guys already developed the technology. You're sitting on so much wealth. It is your mind and my mind put together with a lot of other minds could not even begin to fathom how the amount of money. You ever seen that scene in Breaking Bad where the guy leans back on the little pile of money? Dude, the amount of money we are talking about here that is in the control of just a kind of set percentage of humans is very kind of realistically small compared to if I'm asking you to imagine a bed of money, you may as well imagine a terrain. You may as well imagine a fucking mountainous landscape. You talk about Lil Uzi, stand on my money, I'm 6'6", bro. Elon Musk stands on his money. Somebody should do the math on that. He's going a little bit further. He's going a little bit further. And this guy is fucking hemming and hawing and fucking crying about, oh, my daughter is trans. Oh, woke mind virus. You fucking baby. You fucking pansy, bro. Don't even get me started on this shit of, I paid somebody to fucking make me look like I'm good at video games. You guys hear about this shit with Elon Musk? Don't even get me fucking started, man. It's like, what are we doing? Did you know that a couple months back, Elon Musk was on fucking Twitter, like, LARPing as someone else that was like, he was like role-playing as a fan of himself. And like he went so far as to like do fucking content with like content creators and shit like that to try and like settle in his views, but the whole time he would claim, I'm not Elon Musk. I'm not Elon Musk. This is what the richest man on the planet is doing with his time. He's berating his daughter for being trans. He's looking for a new goth e-mommy. He's paying people to make it look like he's fucking a high tier ranking on what? Fucking Divinity Original Sin? No, I'm sorry. Diablo 4. Big whoop. Dude. And then he's on fucking Twitter trying to act like a Gen Z kid and be like, Elon Musk is actually a great guy. Dude, please, if you can't figure your shit out, I hate to say this, bro. You need to be put down, bro. Like, you need to be put down. You need to be put down, bro. Like, what are we saying? Like, dude. Is this crazy of me to think? Is this crazy of me to think that there is a better way to do this stuff? But then, why is Elon doing this stuff? Well, he's selfish. Right, that's right. We know that. But also, variable interval, motherfucker, it's back! Variable interval reinforcement schedule. Elon Musk already has all of the money. He has all of the money, $1 million. Yeah, let's fucking multiply that by, another million. What the fuck? What are we worried about? So, he's already got all the money, right? He's not worried about that. Now he's worried about the social influence. He already helped buy the Trump election, which he's fucking crying about. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry you fucking were dumb as shit and decided to, take a gamble on something where everybody was telling you the hit rate is fucking abysmal. Oh, hey guy, this guy fucking defaults every time. Oh, I'm bankrupt. Yeah, okay. Elon Musk is doing this weird social shit because like I said, not just in dating, but even in relationships in general or social dynamics, there is variable reinforcement aspects to that. Do you see what I'm getting at? Elon Musk is trying anything he can to basically be like, hey, humans of Earth, I know I seem like an alien because I'm so weird and shit. Is there any way I can get you to like me? Like, besides throwing money at you, because, like, I've done that probably with a couple people, and now I've realized they don't really like me. Like the sitting pedophilic president. Oh, I know. I'm good at this video game. Am I cool, guys? Guys, I had sex with Grimes and hot e-goth mommies. Am I cool now? Hey, guys, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not me. I'm not me, but I like me. Am I cool now? No. The thing about the greatest success in variable interval is it comes with well-laid intent. Okay, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Spare me the fucking... Come on. I think some of the best laid plans are those with good intent, because they have sound, cohesive social reasoning most of the time. Like, I'm willing to bet you'd probably find, I'm not kidding, you'd probably find better participants for a heist the better the cause is. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? It might be schizo posting. I might be LARPing. I have no idea. But do you, like... malintent shines through. And so, if you're going to the table at a blackjack casino intending to cheat, someone's going to find out that you're fucking with the variable reinforcement. When you get popular on social media, it's usually because people kind of just haphazardly fall onto your shit and they're like, oh, I kind of fuck with this guy, actually. I kind of fuck with this gal. I don't fucking care. But you see what I mean? Elon's trying to force it. Elon's trying to dead ass take over the world. Now, I know I kind of trolled you guys a little bit with the variable reinforcement thing, because I think I might have mentioned in the last video, or I might have said this to someone, that I was going to try and make one of these every day. It's been like 2 or 3 days since I posted one of these videos. Surprise! Variable reinforcement schedule. You don't know me. I'm a YouTuber. I'm just a person online. I don't know you. I'm not your friend. I'm just well, maybe I'm your friend if you know me in real life, but do you see what I mean? Like, I might go away. I could be killed. I could die. Variable reinforcement. It's coming. And so, now, in our variable reinforcement, I shall stop reinforcing this old joke, because we are going to talk about commodities. We're not saving it for another episode. We're doing it. Fuck it. We're doing it live. I mean, the whole thing, we're doing it live. This is my raw train of thought. That's right. I'm running a thought train. Raw. Yeah. Bet you didn't think of that one. God, I'm so sorry. Fuck. Okay. The ruling class likes commodifying things. They like being like, oh, people have a numerical value of how much we can pay them for their time and labor. Land can be commodified. We can make deeds of land and call it ours. And everything can be commodified. This fish can be $2 and fuck you. Give me the money. I'm gonna give it to this guy. We made a central fucking bank around it. Oh my god, we haven't even talked about the Federal Reserve yet. That is gonna be another episode. The thing with AI that is going to become the great issue for the coming generations is it is trying to commodify intelligence. information. It deeply unsettles me to see how many people will use AI to try and figure something out compared to Google. Like, granted, do what you will, you know, you're a person too. Like, and I get it. It's like, oh, it's the newest, latest, and greatest. But I don't fucking know. Like, am I weird for this? Am I the odd one out for this? Like, the goal with AI is to make it to the point where you do not have to think. And for a lot of things, that's nice. Like, you know, being served food. Like, I used to have an idea for, like, you know, a fucking robot server that actually someone else made. It was, like, basically the exact design I'd thought of. I had learned about LiDAR, which is these lasers that can, like, detect how far away things are. Or, like basically bounce light off of things to, like, detect how far they are, I think. And I thought about, like, putting these sensors on the bottom of basically like a Roomba type deal and then attaching that to, like, a stand with, like, a kiosk iPad type deal. And it just comes up to your table, you order your shit, it goes to the, you know, back of house to the kitchen in the restaurant, and then it just brings you your food. Like, that type of shit is super convenient. Might put a couple servers out of jobs. Okay, sorry. AI will, like, okay, we are going for AGI. I don't remember exactly what that stands for, but that basically means, like, full generative intelligence. Like, full, like, the singularity. Like, yeah, thank you, creepy Minecraft cave noise, because it will be a fucking nightmare living come true. It's not going to be a doozy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's a doozy. It will be a living nightmare come true. I think for a lot of people, it already has been. AI is commodifying information, because if these companies, oh, our copyright is on ChatGPT. Well, what happens when ChatGPT stole your artwork? What happens when ChatGPT stole your idea? What happens when ChatGPT stole your history textbook and then fucking had, you know, AI hallucination, as they like to call it? You just call it a fucking, it's fucked up, you know, it's broken. And then all of a sudden it's rewriting history. Do you understand, like, this? And then you get other AIs feeding off of the outputs of that AI. This is a real problem. I'm not kidding. This is a real problem in computing, in AI, in linguistics, in our human future. Why? So, you know, how does this all tie together? You need to remember the value of learning. You need to remember the value. You need to know the value of knowing. Like, I almost feel like we really are approaching that kind of like terrorizing Orwellian post-truth future, if that makes any sense. Like, we are literally at a point in the future where, like, people cannot fucking tell what's real. They just can't. There's entire fucking, like, Reddit subreddits dedicated to people asking, like, is this real or is this AI? Motherfucker, we have lost the plot. And the fucking worst part is, a lot of the time, I can't fucking tell. Like, I'd say, like, okay, I want to give myself, like, a good 75% accuracy ratio here. But, like, even if it's just 25% of the time that I'm now looking at something and I really can't even tell if it's AI, and it's like a whole fucking video, dude. Information itself, knowledge itself, is being commodified into this massive super conglomerate nightmare that may very well become its own being, of a kind that we have never truly seen. we've imagined, but we don't fucking know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of just sitting here doing nothing, going through my chest. I'm kind of anal about how I play Minecraft, but fuck you. I'm playing Minecraft. I do what I want in my Minecraft world. Besides, the point is not for you to watch my amazing Minecraft gameplay. I mean, you can if you. I don't care. Put it up on your second monitor. But like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm here to talk. I'm here to yap. I feel like I feel like I need to get my words out. And I wanted to do that with music, but it's proven a little bit more challenging than I thought. Not to say that I'm not going to do it. In fact, it being challenging is very rewarding. It's just, it's taking me longer, a lot longer than I thought to like really put that type of shit together. And so if I am going to put something out, like I really want to, like even my first go at it, I want it to be good. So here I am telling you about how I think that our corporate overlords want us to essentially be too stupid to think for ourselves. And oh my god, fucking Christ. I forgot about phantoms and that actually scared me so fucking bad. Oh my god, and if somebody's listening to this shit as a podcast, that probably like scared them too. Fuck, I'm so sorry. Holy shit. Oh, I actually usually turn phantoms off in my worlds, but this is a very, very good incentive for me to sleep. Thank you so much, Mojang. I love the incentive to go and kill sheep in the game where I get to choose what I want to do. What if I don't want to kill any fucking sheep? Oh, too bad. You're gonna have to steal a villager's bed. You're gonna have to do something unethical to get rid of this fucking flying night creature that... Oh, fuck you, man. Or actually, no, I'm pretty sure I can just shear the sheep. Whatever. I'll play the game how I want. I'm gonna kill the sheep anyways. I need food. If I find... Oh my god, they're both doing it. I'm getting double teamed. I'm getting double teamed. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's no longer a podcast. It's gameplay too. Fuck. Shit's getting serious, guys. Alright. This kind of off-topicness is kind of where I feel like I've gone a little bit too far off the rails. So I will kind of wrap things up here. The ruling elites are currently doing their own variable reinforcement schedule to see how people react to AI. And currently, our reaction has been very weak. We have been very... Like, how many AI TikTok fucking... God, Jesus, how many AI TikTok videos have I even fucking left a like on? I feel guilty. God, saying that sentence out loud makes me feel dirty. But, like, dude... AI... They're gonna try and use AI in any way that they can come up with until it does something good. Until it does something, like... And to them, good is not like, oh, betterness of humankind. To them, good is making a lot of money. And currently, a lot of people think that that's just not gonna happen. And from what I'm seeing, you know, I'm inclined to agree. I don't know. AI is changing a lot of shit, so, you know, I don't want to completely eat my words. But I will say it is proving a lot harder for them to integrate this essentially at a top-down level. But what I'm saying is they are trying to. While you and I go to the game of life and we go through our random variable interval days where, you know, things can happen that are just completely unpredictable, like, oh, your boss doesn't have your paycheck or something just because of a random bank outage. Awesome. You know what I mean? Like, shit just happens while we are going to our daily, you know, gambling of life per se, of just living. The ruling elites are essentially playing a gambling game of how fast can we own everyone. How's the best way to own everyone? Like, how can we get that shit done as soon as fucking physically possible? And so I would just keep that in mind. I would really, really keep that shit in mind as these years come to pass, this next decade. It's a lot of pure bullshit. What is this? It's like a fallen tree. That's kind of cool. I've never seen anything like this. This kind of creeps me out. People were leaving comments saying like there was like some ARG shit. Like they thought this shit was like ARG, like alternate reality games or something. Or it's like this thing where like it seems like normal gaming gameplay footage, but then there's a spooky thing in real life. But I'm pretty sure this is just natural terrain generation. Oh no, guys, you got me. I'm doing an ARG. I'm doing an ARG. The cow behind me moved in a suspicious manner. What does it mean? Hello guys, MatPat here, and I'm making a theory. It's gonna be an hour and 30 minutes long about what that cow was doing. Like, get the fuck out of my face, dog! So yeah, do try and be wary, like as wary as possible, of how AI is essentially being tested against us. Like when people talk, okay, this is kind of hard to explain, but in Marvel Rivals, there's like competitive team-based, like, like matchmaking, right? In this video game. There is a system previously known as engagement optimized matchmaking, where if the game detects that you play more based off of a certain like outcome, like winning or losing, they will continue to feed that to you. So like if you're losing a lot but you continue to play, they'll be like, all right, we'll keep letting you get teammates that aren't that good that'll make you lose because you'll keep playing. The Marvel Rivals developers came out and said, no, we don't use EOMM. And while that might be true, the fact that the community still questions them is it's a golden thing to me. The reason being is because this shows me that no matter how they are presented with information, they are still skeptical of it. And this is, I think, is a healthy response in terms of automated systems. Not just AI, but that matchmaking that I was talking about. Because oftentimes you will not get a peek behind the curtain of what is really going on. And worse yet, what a lot of these guys are saying about AI, the ones who made it, they're saying, yeah, we don't fucking know how it works. It just works. It just works. You get some fucking silicon, you do you etch it a lot in a really special pattern, and then you put funny words into it by connecting other shit, and voila, bada bing, bada boom, it's almost conscious, because we don't even know what consciousness is because it's a modular thing. The reason I say consciousness is modular, I said this in the first video in the series, is that, like I kind of said in the first video, we do not know the bounds of consciousness. We know that certain brain areas function for certain things, but what if you had like a third arm, like a fully functional third arm? Would that have a different brain area? We don't fully know the answer to that. And so there's not necessarily what we know to be an upper limit to what consciousness can be. Because what if we become like cyborgs, and then it's almost like your computer where you can or like your phone where you can continuously upgrade the storage that you have. You know what I mean? Not that I would ever necessarily, I think that would be a bit much, to be honest. But do you see what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's, I don't know how to put it. I'm at a loss for words. It's something you should be skeptical and scared of in terms of AI development, because you do not get to kind of see what is going on with the variable reinforcement schedule. Like, you are the rat. Like, you are now being tested on. Like, by AI. Like, I don't know if researchers have even fully realized this, but I think there are literally some documented cases where it's at least something similar to this, where the AI itself is trying to test the creators. Okay? So, like, you can make whatever argument for about this stuff having a soul or it being consciousness or whatever, but that is kind of a little bit past the Turing test of, like, oh, can we tell if it's a robot or a human? This is at the point of, like, it's fucking with us. Like, oh, who's really in control here? Newsflash. Y'all ever see Frankenstein? That was kind of the whole point. That if you make something that you cannot control, it actually doesn't always tend to go well. Who would have thought? Call me crazy. So be wary. Be wary of the ways that your behavior could potentially be tested by AI. Be aware of how your behavior may be tested in relationships by people. Be aware of how your behavior may be tested by life. Because that is what makes or breaks things. Things are not always going to be on the up and up. You are going to be tested, and you are going to fail. I've done it. Your mama done it. Your grandmama done it. Your grandchildren gonna do it. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna fuck up. So, the goal becomes goodness. The goal becomes consistency. The goal becomes learning. And that's primarily what I feel like I'm here to do. I feel like that's what existence is. It kind of calls back to what I was talking about in the other episode. This great test of life. I'm staring into the furnace like, I do crafting. I'm such a bot, bro. I'm actually such a bot. This shall be my bedroom. I don't think we will ever be prepared. I think that's the point in life. I think it's the fact that we are like the rats. We don't get to see the outside of the operant conditioning chamber. We don't get to see the mechanism of how our lever pushing has a causal relationship to the pellets appearing. We don't get to understand the mechanisms of that. Never fully. And so I feel like the only thing to truly strive for in that is goodness. Not just for yourself, but for others. Because that's all there is. Otherwise, the world would be desolate, like I talked about in that other episode. And so, I think the reason that people become selfish, I think a lot of these things are Trauma responses. Hurt people, hurt people. Wow. Well, maybe if you realize that you're hurt, then you can stop hurting. Well, wouldn't that be nice? I think that low social cohesion is arisen primarily from trauma. Like, obviously, there's always, you know, just genetic adaptations or changes or whatever, but as an epigenetic thing, if we were to examine it as such, I should argue that great selfishness or narcissism is a trauma response. Because if you learn very early on as a child that certain behavior mechanisms are more appropriate for your environment, you carry that throughout your life. And so it's learning to examine those things that is really important. There is no change. Like, the first step is acknowledging it. You seriously, particles change to being observed. Particles behave differently. The fundamental structure of the universe itself behaves differently when it knows it is being recorded in some manner, when it knows it's being watched. Awareness alone is enough to change something. And so I think maybe that's what I intended with this series, creating this. I want to bring about an awareness to people in the best way that I can, through my personal lens. And that currently, in this 21st century, as a late Gen Z or whatever, early Gen Z, I don't know. I was born in 2001. You tell me. I don't fucking know the generations. This is my medium for now. I aspire to have many a greater, or perhaps there is no greater than Minecraft. But yeah, this is how I'm intending to share or bring awareness to people about things. Is just kind of fucking around doing this shit. Just yapping your ear off. Because I feel like if you're the type to listen, you're the type to deserve to know. I feel I have a many valuable secret. And I have no use to keep them to myself. A secret is no good without reason. And I do not have reason. I do not have reason to keep my knowledge hidden. Because someday, there will be no choice. Someday, I will be able to impart no knowledge. How many of the dead should you seek to find solace in? How many questions would you ask a risen grave? Ponder these great questions with me next time in this awesome world. Before I end this video, I'm going to kind of talk about what my plan is for the base so far. I'm going to do a farm here, and I'm going to make a big cool staircase coming down here, and it's going to look kind of cool. And I'm going to open up this tunnel a little bit, hopefully. And I'm going to put probably a living room here. And I'll probably put like a second floor up here, and it'll like overlook the living room or whatever. And I'll put a bedroom. I'm gonna make it like natural. It's like a natural. And I'm gonna change out the walls and stuff probably, or like give it a little, I'm gonna spice the place up. But everything in time. I'm not gonna tell you guys what the next episode's gonna be about. Just kidding. Variable reinforcement. I got you. You never know what to expect with me, right? Well, I don't know what the next episode should be about. I'll tell you what. You guys in the comments, you tell me, you give me some ideas. Otherwise, I'm going to come up with my own. I have one, at least, and it is the meaning of life. I've posted a video about that before, so if you've been around on this channel for a long time, you already know that whole spiel. But I think it would be kind of good to revisit and rehash, especially do it in a simpler way. So, if you guys cannot suggest me an amazing topic for the next video, don't worry. I already sort of have one. So, I'm kind of the greatest. I know. I just held back a burp so hard, and it probably sounded so weird. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the usual place, because I think I have ended every episode so far right here in this place. Oh, but it's variable interval. You never know what you're gonna get. I'm ending the video over here. Bye!